Yeah, man. Woohoo. Stay in that good vibe, y'all. Trust me. It, it pays off, man. You know, stuff I said earlier, the remembering that you're, you know, a higher being than what you think you are. Keeping in that whole right frame of mind. Let me turn this microphone down a little bit. Um, Man, synchronicity is just really heavy. Last night before I went to bed, then I got that message on that. Then I turned around today after doing the video on the remembering, and Lori Ladd was doing a live on remembering and saying some stuff that was so synchronistic and wild. And then my friend had got a hold of me and was thinking about coming over this weekend, but then ended up getting it figured out to where my friend's going to come over next weekend. So, where I said I don't have a lot of visitors. Well, my friend's coming over next weekend. I got somebody else, that's thinking of coming out, and then another friend, and then my brother got one of my brothers got a hold of me today, and he's doing really good, which made me happy. And then I don't know, we got to talking. And I was like, no, I don't need anything or anything. And I said something about shoes, and well, now my brother got this idea to give me a nice pair of shoes, and but I swear, and it's like it almost feels like the timelines just keep flipping and going higher, and then seeing more and more great stuff and more awesome things happening. And it's just like they say, if you're in here within the fifth dimensional frequency, it ain't long before you living in the fifth dimensional frequency, it starts projecting outward into your surroundings. You start to live physically within the fifth dimensional frequency. Everything around you starts to link up and things start happening. But they don't happen if you're got low vibe. When I say low vibe, it doesn't mean there's anything bad, like you're bad. What it means is like things that are still left over, things you got to deal with or take care of, or fear, or maybe frustration from things in the past, or whatever it may be. Once you clear all this stuff and start remembering who you are, what you're doing here, all these things, it just starts changing around the way you perceive stuff. And then it just gets to the point, like I said, things that seem fearful to others, you kind of giggle because it's like, well, that's just ludicrous. And then, you start getting these synchronizations, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, things just start happening. Well, it seems like out of nowhere, but it's the divine order of the way things work within your life when you're synchronistically linked up with your divine path. So it's awesome. So keep there. Don't let anything outside of your inner self direct you in a direction anywhere else outside of that, like in a negative direction. You know, keep within that space of your intuition, your higher self, the Holy Spirit, God, however you want to look at this. That's coming through you. Let that guide you at all times. Like I've said before, at all times, even if for some reason your intuition says this Dana guy, yeah, turn him off. Now, if you know that's your intuition on the good side, there's a reason. It's not because there's anything wrong with me, but we all, vibe with different people. I'm kind of like really high energy, so who knows what the reasoning is. But tune into that your intuition, your higher self, Holy Spirit, like I said, however you want to look at that, and let that guide you. And the more you do this, the more you start remembering who you are, what you're doing. That you're in infinite being outside of this. It just changes around your whole entire perception and everything. And then the synchronization start happening. And it's like I feel like I'm living in a kind of like a heaven on earth. You're doing that. It's exactly what you're doing. That fifth dimensional frequency is like a heaven compared to what we're in now. So stay within that frequency. If you're having issues and things, or just stop, meditate. Even if you don't know meditation or maybe do prayer, just stop and empty your head. Just try as best as you can to not focus on anything. Focus on absolutely nothing. Just let your mind rest for a second. And it's when your mind rests that the information comes from your heart and works its way up here. Because what we're doing is using this to figure out everything, and you don't. Your heart is hooked in with your Merkaba. It sends more signals to your brain than your brain sends to your heart. Your heart is amazing. It doesn't just pump blood. This thing is electrical and magnetic and does all kind of neat stuff. So when you stop thinking with this and let this actually get the message and send it here, then you can understand things better. But sometimes you gotta quit, with the, like they say, the monkey mind, and then Plus, too, you're taught from this world, and this world tells you ass backwards ways of doing things. So, you know, sometimes we need to shut it down. But anyways, everybody have an awesome day. I think I might walk the dog again. Um, Man, I might just play some music. I'll get out my bass guitar over here. Maybe I'll hook up that keyboard, turn it on too, try out some stuff. Yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have some fun. Hey, hello, Angie. Um, Austin, Texas. Cool. Got a lot of friends in Texas, but then again, Texas is big enough to be its own small country. And if they would have had it their way, it would have been a lot bigger than it is today, and probably would have been its own country. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And much love to you, Angie, and anybody else who watches this. You have a beautiful day or evening, whatever it is, in your little part of our wonderful world. And the Mickey dog says hello. Till next time, my friends. Peace and love.